Hi guys, yeah, the last video was a little too long, so let's make this one a little shorter. We have a lot to talk about this time, so grab a cup of coffee and some popcorn and let's begin. So this is the new lightning glove ability. It's called the lightning orb. It's an orb that Gorm sends out, which is enhanced with lightning. So it just flies very slowly, and whatever it hits gets lightning damage. Right now that's just 4 damage, but it works pretty well and it's really fun to play with. You can already do some pretty cool combinations with this orb, like you can keep hitting the enemy with your sword or the throwing axe to kind of push them back into the orb again if they are kind of out of the range, which is pretty awesome. When this lightning orb gets upgraded, it will increase the time the orb is alive, which means that it will float for a further distance and for a longer time. And if you get both the lightning orb and the lightning strike fully upgraded, it can create some pretty cool looking action, which is exactly what I'm looking for. The shield has also gotten a new ability, which is the shield bash. Gorm will launch himself forward with the shield in front of him, smashing into whatever is in his way. When he hits something, he will kind of bounce back, almost losing his balance for a short second, and then he will be ready again. The shield bash has a very short range, but it will do 8 damage, which is actually quite a lot in this game. So it's a more powerful one-hit move. The idea behind this shield bash ability is that you will be able to knock your enemies down on the floor and kind of stun them for a few seconds before they get up again. And since you will be sending the enemies flying for a short distance, the idea is that you will be able to kind of push them into traps and over ledges and things like that. But again, with so many other things in this game, I am not sure how to do this. I'm not sure to tell the enemy which type of damage he is getting hit by. I know there are different damage types and I'm using those for fire and lightning and things like that, but I need a system for knockback damage. So you can kind of have a fire weapon that gives fire damage and at the same time it also gives knockback damage. So I'm looking into that. So for now, when you upgrade the shield bash ability, it will just make the cooldown shorter so you can use it more often. I have made some pretty drastic changes to the core gameplay of this. Before you were finding upgrade gems in chests and on enemies, and it was all very random what you got, which is something I like, but I could very often end up with running around with a shield and then all I'm getting is fire glove upgrades and then never finding the fire glove, which was kind of frustrating. So obviously I need some kind of skill tree system where you can buy the upgrades you want. So if you really hate playing with a shield, then you can just completely ignore those upgrades and spend your points on something else. And since me starting working on a skill tree UI system, which will surely make my head explode, I had to come up with something completely different. So first of all, I created a skill point, which is something that can be dropped in a chest, and you will be guaranteed a skill point when you kill a boss character. I want to kind of avoid the classic experience system where when you reach a certain experience points level, then you gain a skill point that you can use on your abilities. I would much rather have you finding these skill points around the world, or by defeating tougher enemies, or finding a chest, things like that. So it's part of the exploration and not just killing monsters. I mean, killing monsters should be fun in itself, and not something you are forced to do to increase your experience level. So you find and pick up these skill point gems around the level if you're lucky, and then I have created these upgrade stations, kind of vending machines, where you can select which ability you want to upgrade. This should kind of resemble that you going into your skill tree menu and selecting a skill when you have found a skill point. So I have placed a lot of these around, so it's fairly convenient to go to the nearest one and select which ability you want to buy for your skill points. So right now this is a temporary solution until I figure out how to do a proper menu with a proper skill tree and all that good stuff. Oh yeah! I have also made some big changes to the heart and the healing potion system. Before you could pick up a heart and it would give you an extra heart, but now the heart is in the ability shop, so you need a skill point to be able to buy an extra heart. And for the healing potions, I have done so when you pick up a healing potion, it will be stored, so Gorm is carrying one healing potion. And then he can choose when he wants to use the healing potion. When he starts, he can only pick up one healing potion, but if you find a skill point and you find the vending machine shop, then you can buy the ability to carry more healing potions. All these changes makes the gameplay a lot more interesting, and sometimes it can actually be a really big challenge to figure out what to buy for your skill points, which is a really good thing. Oh yeah! Oh yeah! On a short notice, I have changed the AI for Mr. Bones a little and have now given him the ability to roll. So if he's getting too close to an enemy, he will roll away to get some distance and to avoid getting hit. And the very last thing I want to talk about is the new outdoor area. This is still very early and I'm still trying to figure out how to do this outdoor area. But right now it's the area that you start in. It's supposed to be the town later on, but for now it's just a small forest with some rain and some outdoor lighting and just to get a nice mood. And this could very well turn into a graveyard level at some point, just to honor the good old Ghosts and Goblins game. That's all I have for now, so if you have made it this far into the video, then you are freaking awesome. And remember to subscribe to my YouTube channel to get more updates like this and some behind the scenes stuff. You can follow me on Twitter, where I sometimes post short GIFs of what I'm working on currently. I have a Patreon you can subscribe to if you want to support the game. Well, actually the Patreon is kind of a mess right now and I have nothing to offer, so don't bother with that. I have a cute little Discord channel with a nice small little Discord community that you can go and join if you want to be part of that. But to be honest, as long as you are watching my YouTube videos, that is more than enough indication that you like my channel and my game. And that is really all I need. So thank you very much for watching and see you next time.